Welcome to Evergrowth Biotech Weekly Recap. Big news this week. Johnson & Johnson acquired Intra-Cellular Therapy or ITCI for $14.6 billion. This deal strengthened their neuroscience portfolio with CAPLYTA, which is a game changer for patients afflicted by schizophrenia as well as bipolar depression. Next, FDA's reviews for several companies are underway with PDUFA target action date expected within this month. The FDA is reviewing promising treatment for early Alzheimer's disease, breast cancer, and pain therapy.
I'm Christina Bear. Welcome to today's Business Minute.
Emerging biotech hedge fund Evergrowth Biohealthcare Capital. We invest mainly in young growth biotech company that have their lead drug in the preclinical stage or early product stage because they have much more growth potential. There are new gene therapy being approved, gene editing drug, and then also innovative drugs to treat obesity, to treat diabetes, to treat liver condition, and also many novel or new drugs to treat cancer. Now, by investing in companies that are at the forefront of such innovation, we support the cause that will continue to deliver the hope and new drug and new technology that ultimately improve the quality of life for the patient.
In our binary event forecasting strategy, we have a very high success rate, over 80% success rate. And by utilizing that, we get able to position out properly and take advantage of those opportunities.
Within 6 months, we have an over 40% return. So in the coming year, there's a chance of even grow up to multiple year-fold in a very short time.
Welcome to Evergrowth Biohealthcare Capital. This week, Biotech Weekly Recap. As a disclaimer, nothing presented in this presentation is a recommendation to buy or sell any stock. We don't hold share in any of the company that we're presenting in this slide. The focus of this is on large cap biotech stock, which allow us to see the overall trend or the latest development in this industry. From time to time, we'll feature development of smaller cap Biotech Weekly Recap, but we don't own share in those companies. If you want to get in touch with us to see if you're an accredited investor, you enjoy investing in the innovation that deliver hope to patients as well as yourself, while you're enjoying robust profit, reach out to us. You can scan the QR code in this slide, or you can give us a call or shoot us an email, and then we'll schedule a Zoom call to see if we're the right fit for each other. Big development for this week: Intra-Cellular Therapy, company trading on NASDAQ under the stock ticker ITCI. It is announced that Johnson & Johnson is acquiring ITCI for $14.6 billion. This deal put the stock price for ITCI at $132 per share, and that represents 39% premium or 39% jump from last week's close price. This acquisition is poised to strengthen Johnson & Johnson neuroscience portfolio with near as well as long-term growth potential. This acquisition includes CAPLYTA, which is lumateperone, an FDA-approved treatment for bipolar 1-2 depression, as well as schizophrenia in adults. CAPLYTA has a potential peak annual sale exceeding $5 billion and is currently under FDA review for major depressive disorder treatment. Within the announcement, share of ITCI closed at $127.19. Essentially, it jumped by 34.07%, an increase of $32.32. Let's talk more about Intra-Cellular and CAPLYTA and why this is a good acquisition for Johnson & Johnson. As you can see, CAPLYTA is the crown jewel ITCI. It is an oral medication that was first FDA approved to treat patients afflicted by schizophrenia, and then the company successfully gained additional label expansion for treating patients also afflicted by bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 depression. Contrary to other drugs or other neuroleptics, CAPLYTA has robust efficacy for both negative and positive symptoms for schizophrenia. For example, the negative symptoms for schizophrenia include flat affect, a lack of motivation, lack of drive, and CAPLYTA is the rare drug that can treat those negative symptoms. More importantly, CAPLYTA is also differentiated from the competitor by having an excellent tolerability profile. Precisely speaking, patients on CAPLYTA do not form excessive weight gain, also extrapyramidal symptoms like weird abnormal bodily movement or muscle contortion. For the latest quarterly report for Q3 2024, ITCI is reported the net product sales of $175.2 million for CAPLYTA, and that's a 39% increase compared to the same period last year. For the full years, last year fiscal 24, CAPLYTA is expected to lock in $665 to $685 million. In other words, it is reaching blockbuster status very soon, and a blockbuster drug, as you know, is one that generates generate at least $1 billion in annual sales. When you invest in a young biotech company like Intra-Cellular from its earlier stage until lead drug become a blockbuster, you can enjoy multiple fold profit. On this slide, you can see that CAPLYTA sales is increasing, not that aggressive. This is when the drug is still treating patients afflicted by schizophrenia, and then when the label expansion is being approved to treat bipolar type 1 and type 2, that's when the sales starting to increase by leaps and bounds. And as I shared in the previous slide, for fiscal 24, you're looking at CAPLYTA annual revenue of almost $700 million, very close blockbuster status. Here, this slide shows you our investment in Intra-Cellular Therapy. Keep in mind that Biotech hedge fund was launched in November of fiscal 23, so in just over a year. But I ran Integrated Bioside Investing, which is a consulting business for biotech investor for many years. So I've been following ITCI when it was a small company and recommended to investor within our network. But this slide shows the results since formation of the fund, which is a little bit over a year ago. Our purchase in Intra-Cellular, average cost basis of this investment was $105K. Fast forward to today, with the acquisition, our net profit for Intra-Cellular is over $94,000, which generate an impressive figure of 89.4% overall return for Intra-Cellular. Now, if there's no acquisition and Intra-Cellular continue to grow organically, I would expect this company to deliver several fold return for us in the long term, but I'll settle for 89.4% profit, which is quite significant. Shifting gear, I want to talk about PDUFA action date. That is prescription user drug fee. I know it's a lengthy word, but this is essentially the due date that the FDA have for a drug application. And this month, there are 3 big PDUFA date coming up. First one is for Biogen, or BIP, the Supplemental Biologic License Application, or SBLA, for Leqembi IV formulation as maintenance dosing for patients afflicted by Alzheimer's disease. Now, the target date for Leqembi drug is set for this month, January 25th, and if approved, it would be used to treat Alzheimer's disease in patients suffering from mild cognitive impairment as well as mild dementia. So collectively, essentially, this approval is for patients with early stage of the disease, Alzheimer's disease specifically. Now, on January the 29th, AstraZeneca, or AZN, has its BLA decision for daptopotamab. This is for HR positive, HER2 negative breast cancer. Now, interestingly, FDA grant early approval, so this drug is already FDA approved. And then lastly, on the 30th, Vertex Pharmaceutical, VRTX, has an NDA for suzetrigine for the treatment of moderate to severe acute pain. This drug was granted a priority review, and the FDA has until the 30th to make its final decision whether to approve Vertex, a new drug. Keep in mind that PDUFA date FDA approval event for large cap biopharmaceutical company like Biogen, AstraZeneca, Vertex deliver a huge jump in share price if positive. And reasoning is that this approval is only one among many drugs that already been approved. So the value added, the fundamental additive value to the stock, to the investment is not great. Now, as such, you don't see a huge jump in the share price. Conversely, for young growth stage biotech company that has a lead drug or their drug has not gained FDA approval yet, upon approval, you usually but not always see a huge jump in share price because that event determined the fate of the young small growth stage biotech company. And that's our focus for our biotech hedge fund. We hold lots of young growth stage biotech company that have upcoming approval event, upcoming data release, or that recently gained FDA approval and are expecting to generate robust revenue or sales growth in the coming year. This concludes my presentation. Again, if you like to invest in biotech innovation that deliver hope to patient, that deliver novel treatment for the patient as well as for yourself, you can get in touch with me by scanning that QR code, and then we will set up a Zoom call, discovery call. It's free. And during the call, we can determine if biotech hedge fund is ideal for you, if we're a good fit for each other. I'll see you guys next week.